הקדוש הקקץ ויען ויחד וקרא זה ויאמר קדש 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 אדוני צבאס מלך הארץ כבודי ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקיימי ימלך אדוני לעולם לעד ציון לדור ודור הללויה ברוך אבינו שמיים אמן ברוך אבינו שמיים אמן ברוך אבינו שמיים
Kinderlach, listen.
Baruch Baruch Shemai. Amen. Baruch Baruch Shemai. Amen. Shemai. Amen.
Madrichem, keep your children quiet, please.
Baruch Baruch Shemai. Amen. 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 Baruch Shemai. Amen.
Girls. Shh.
Baruch Shemai. Stand up. Amen.
Everyone get up. Maidim.
Maidim Malach Malach Shatu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'Elohei Yaviseinu Elohei Kol Basar Yetzeinu Yaitza B'Reishis B'Rachos V'Eidos V'Shimcha Godam V'Akadosh Gandanu Kaim Chayenu Skam Yainu V'Yaseinu L'Chatzos K'Tzacha V'Nashu Malacha Nishmachu Kacha V'Lasais L'Tzaynecha U'L'Yavlecha V'L'Yerushalem Al
kinderlach, kinderlach, der Gerets. Kinderlach. We're saying Tachno now.
שמחה, לא נעשה לך
All right. Shh. Thank you very much. Will everybody please be seated? Shh. Let's not waste any time. Hurry up. Madrichim and madriches, get to work. Get your children in order. Will the ladies stop talking over there, please? Shh. Hurry it up. Let's go. Kinderlach, no noise. Yeah. We're still getting some noise from the We're going to make a little change today just for 1 minute or two. Now you know we had a matzah ball contest before Yontif. And we promised a lucky winner, whoever wins, besides the 60 others of Tzivus Hashem. But today we're going to draw in the presence of the Rebbe Zolgazunza, and we're going to pick the big winner. He gets $50 worth of Sfarim, which you see here, the Tanya, the Rebbe's Shulchan Aruch, in the Likutei Levi Yitzchak, and other Sfarim there in English, which I'm sure whoever will win will enjoy very much. We have the box here. We're going to get a little child to pull a winner. Pick, Mr. von Eine Kinder, take one. Shmuley. Okay, now wait a minute. These are the forms that were turned in. Now, everybody who did what was supposed to be done for the matzah ball contest and filled it out, signed by the parents and the teacher, got their name in this box. And we're going to pull a winner. And whoever that winner is, pull one. Just one. Okay, thank you. Okay, the winner is Nechama Dina Lipska. Where are you? Is she here?
Which one signed? Which one signed?
Kita Hay. Just 1 moment.
Morristown.
Oh, from Morristown. That's you? Good luck. All right, now you can exchange these for them if you want to for things that you could learn. Okay, let's give her a round of applause. The lucky winner.
The other winners will be distributed later.
Okay. Now these other prizes will be given out to the lucky winners a little later when the Rebbe leaves, so that we don't have to detain the Rebbe. I just want to say that Nechama Dina Lipsker put in 33 hours and 45 minutes of mitzvahs and maasim tovim before she got this prize, so she really did a good job. Okay, we move on now to the Yud Beis Psukim. Torah Tziva will be recited by Yitzchak Stemkovsky from Russia, a newly arrival who is now attending the new Glenwood Jewish Center release time class. Where are you?
I'm here.
On this side. Now wait a minute, we must have everyone's cooperation. Let's go. Girls, there's too much noise. We can't work this way. Loud.
Okay.
Clear.
Torah! Sivan! Lanu! Moshe! Marasha! Geras! Yaakov!
Spasiba. Great. Okay. Shema Yisrael by Dina Shem Tov from the Georgetown release time. Come here. Shema Yisrael. Let's go. Shema Yisrael. Where's my manager? Where's my manager? There's a mix-up here in the psukim. Thank you. You did a good job. Goodbye. A Russian student at the Ohel David division of the Lubavitcher Yeshiva. Is that you? Spasiba. Okay, Kol Yisrael will be recited by Chana Horowitz of the Beth Rivka schools. Kol Yisrael! Yes! Lahem! Chaylik! La'ilam! Haba! Shalom! Ba'amek! Kolam! Tzadikim! La'ilam! Yeshu! Eretz! Neitzel! Matai! Masei! Yadai! Le'isba'er! Terrific! Kikoroi will now be recited by the Chamadina Kahan from Beit Rivka. Ki Karoi Elecha Hadavar Ma'aid Keficha Kevavcha Hasaisai. Thank you. Vehine Hashem will now be recited by Nechomadina Andruzier of Beit Rivka. Vehine Hashem Nitzav Olav Olai Kal Haaretz Kivaydai Umadit Olav Uvachem Place Balei Im Adai Karai. Thank you very much. You're doing great, girls, today. Okay? Bereshis will now be recited by the Chamadina Cohen Sasaba of the Milford Daycare Center. Stand out first where everybody can see you. Loud, loud. What is it? Roses? We didn't hit it with this one. Okay. No, don't cry. No. Okay. Do you want to give me a sub for that one? She's shy. One of those kids, another one? Oh, now we'll give her brother. You want to say it? Huh? Come, I'll hold your hand. Say gracious, say loud. Gracious, go ahead. No? Okay. All right, she wants to say it later in her house.
No problem,
Okay. Who we got?
Just let us say it first.
Say gracious. You want to say gracious? Loud. Say it very loud. You know how to say it? Yeah, so take this out of your mouth and say it. Come out here. God bless you. Okay. Vishinantam will now be recited by David Lapkovsky of Lubavitcher Yeshiva. Put your hands on your pocket. Thank you. Yogaiti by Yossi Melamed for Lubavitcher Yeshivas.
Yogaiti! Leloi! Matzasi! Al! Tami! Loi! Yogaiti! Matzasi! Al! Tami! Yogaiti!
Thank you very much. Yehavta L'Gayachor will now be recited by Menachem Eisenberg of Oholei Torah. Hey, where's that Ahavas Yisrael spirit? Thank you very much. Okay, V'zeh Kol Ha'adam by Yehuda Leib Korf of Oholei Torah. I just asked you, where's your spirit of Ahavas Yisrael? What is this?
V'zeh Kol Ha'adam V'sachlis V'yosei V'yas Ha'ilumais, V'yaynim, Sachtaynim, V'yais, Loi, Hira, Zil, Sachtaynim.
Thank you. All right, and finally, Yismach, which will now be recited by Beryl Levertov of Oholei Torah. That's a little better. Before we go on with the program, a round of applause and another Shabbos Yisrael, make a round of applause to all the boys and girls who performed and delivered their psukim here today. Okay, that's the spirit. Shh. Okay. Shh. Now if I can get the attention of the girls who are standing and talking. We cannot ask the Rebbe to speak unless we have the proper respect. I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. That goes for the girls and the ladies and the boys and the men. Cut out the conversations, girls. Wherever you're standing in that department, just stop talking. And Madrichos, please try to control your children. Now the same goes for the boys. We ask the Rosh Yeshivas to please cooperate and help us. We don't have music today. It's theater time, so at least let's try to keep ourselves in perfect order. After the Rebbe Sichos, Bezos Hashem, I will try to give you a brief English translation.
Was sich zusammengekriegt in die Tag von Sphira und in die Tag von Sphira Gufa in dem Chedesh Iyer. weil der Heilig stolz Heiz von allen Gedoschen von der ganzen Jahr mit der Mitzvah von Sphira, als in jeder Tag von ihm, die Mitzvah, was kommt zu, in Zugang zu allen übrigen Mitzvahs von dem Tag, und das ist dieselbe Mitzvah, aber sie kommt zu von das Nein, jeder Tag, wo das ist da mehr nicht wie Chedesh Iyer. Es sind da verschiedene Mitzvahs, wo sind sie verbunden mit bestimmten Tag oder mit Wochen, so aber die einzige Mitzvah, wo sie verbunden mit jeder Tag von der ganzen Chedesh, ist das die Mitzvah in Chedesh Iyer, die Mitzvah von Sphira Soemmer, wo das unterstreicht noch mehr. Aber die Bauern hat sich zusammengekriegt in das Sphira-Tag. Aber in die Tag in dem Chedesh unterstreicht das noch mehr, was eine darf sich ablernen von der Mitzvah, wo sie sicher wird mit Kuyen durch jeder von euch in die am Chedesh allein und danach echt abnehmen die Ablernung auf alle Tage und alle Chadoshim von der ganzen Jahr. Ich weiß, was steht die Ablernung? Als jeder von euch und jeder von uns und jeder von dem jüdischen Volk darf sich ablernen, als in Zugang zu allen Mitzvahs, was mit keinem, darf sich nicht stabil sein, darf suchen und mit keinem sein und mäßig sein. Meinen der Kedesh, öfter können definieren noch ein Mitzvah, was kann noch mäßig sein, auf die gewöhnliche Mitzvahs, was darf mit keinem sein. Oder auf die Mitzvahs, was alle erinnern seine mit keinem. Und damit hat man die Haftache dem Zusag, wie die Töchter gesagt, ja geht um Massosa, als mit noch suchen, wie man darf suchen, ja geht ist eine sichere Sache, haben wir definiert, eine Möglichkeit, abzugeben noch mehr in dem Züge Misses, was tut, auf ein gewöhnlichen Leben, soll noch zukommen jeder Tag noch ein Mitzvah, was wie gesagt, dass eine von der Hilfsablehnungen von dem Chedisch Iyer, als jeder Tag darf Jid, unabhängig von kleinen Kindern, sich nicht stabil sein, der Geister, als erster kann dann noch besser und noch näher in Sachen, wo sie seine verbunden mit Mitzvahs, wie der Beispiel von Sfiras Oemer, und damit hat der Absache und Massos oder sicher gefunden, wie zum Beispiel, was das ist gar nicht, und darf gar nicht haben, in Grenze der Geiter, in der Mitzvah von Arbeit, von der Mitzvah von Lernen Teller, wie viel Teller lernt, lebt es darin von sein, Kieten, den Beishefer, oder wie viel Mitzvahs Braches oder andere Mitzvahs, was mit Kain lebt mit dem Ausdruck, hat allemal eine Möglichkeit, eine Abnahme von der Zeit, was steht zu hören, in seinem Schuss, was kommt unter mit wie will, auf Lerner noch ein Posik im Teira oder noch ein Mischner, wie die von den Judbeis Psuchim am Almore Lazar oder an andere Sachen Teira und als echt der Mitzvahs Mäßig sein, noch ein Penins Doko oder noch ein Meister Tengu und Avos Israel und oder ähnliche Mitzvahs und hat damit doch verstandig, aber ich habe es gesagt, als gefunden und hat es getan und hat Maslier geworden, auf der vielen der nebischen Slotzen in Lernen noch mehr Tengu und keinem sein noch mehr Mitzvahs ist auf morgen, wird es am Umkommen leichter zu beikommen, die Milchone von dem Jese, was wir ihm einreden, als hat schon genug gelernt verhaltigen Tag, oder getan genug Misses verhaltigen Tag, kommt der Chedi Schir und lernt als jeder Tag zieht das Schabbos, zieht das eine Woche Tag, hat die Möglichkeit in dem Ozer und der Zusor, als wird sicher Maslier sein, eben noch wird wollen. Aber er sein in einer guten Neffen, als Loche durch Neffen, die fragt noch, aber man hat solche gewählt und man befindet sich in der Armee von den Ebersten. Ich doch eine sichere Sache, jeder Soldier von der Armee, wie gefällt dem Kommandier in Schiff, dem Ebersten, durch den Ruf, was tut noch schneller, wie von der Muster, geht noch zu von seinem eigenen Willen, wo durch den Ruf gefällt noch schneller, dem Ebersten, dem Melech Malcha am Lochi, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, ist eine sichere Sache, aber der Eberste geht nicht der Fahrt von seinem Brauches noch mehr. Bedugno, wie setzt sich in dem Chedi Schir, als Jid geht zu in der Brache von Sfiras Oemer jeder Tag, in Zugab von allen übrigen Braches, als jechet wieder kenoged Mido, da kommt von den Ebersten nach Zugab Brache, für sich, und lechet für seine Eltern, was haben erzählen und mechanisch geworden, in seinem Weg, als soll werden zugeben im Teure Mitzvahs, wie zu hechet in Bebrachis, zu seinen Lehrer und Lehrernis, Madrichen und Madrichis, wo sie seinen mechanisch in dem Weg, bis durch den Beruf kommt noch zu, in Bebrachis von den Nebelsten zu dem ganzen jüdischen Volk, was hat sicher geworden und hat umgestellt Zivis Hashem, jüdische Kinder, Hinderach und Nederach, aber es noch Bar oder Bar-Mitzwe oder Bas-Mitzwe, geben sie schön zu, in sein, wie sie passt, im täglichen Aufführung, wie sie passt, Fazilis Hashem, und dann das Besimchof tun Levo, mit Freilichkeit und mit Lebendigkeit und mit der Starkheit, wie sie im Amefen Abdos allein wiegt, auf alle Seele Chaveyim oder Chavertes, als ich sehen soll, als ich tun, und unter dem stellt man alle zusammen, noch eine starkere Armee, noch stärker in Zivis Hashem, wo du und Ruf, wird leichter, noch mehr der Lernen Tore mit keinem sein Mitzvahs und du und Ruf wird noch menter, wie der Linie von der Gehülle von Golus. Was jeder jüdischer Kind befreit sich von dem Golus, von seinem Jeser, und das kommt auch beim Meister durch Abzugung, in Teilonisus kommt sehr echt zu in der Befreiung seiner, von dem Golus Bepashtus und der Befreiung, von dem ganzen jüdischen Volk von Golus, dem Heilo der Armene Gorin Gichen, durch Mashiach Sitzkeinu, was kommt und dann zum Zerriss von Golus Nau, ach schon ist beteil Mama.
The Rebbe says that this gathering takes place in the month of Iyar, which is a very exceptional month from all the other months of the year. Because it is in this month that every single day we have a specific special mitzvah. That is the mitzvah of counting the Oima, of Sphira. It says the Rebbe that although it's the same mitzvah every day, but each day it's new. It's a brand new mitzvah. We count a new time. And this only happens in the month of Iyar. And this is different from all the other mitzvahs, since this is, which are tied into certain days or certain weeks of the month. But it's only this mitzvah is tied into each and every day of the month. And what is that mitzvah? That's the mitzvah during the month of Iyar, the mitzvah of counting the Omer. So says the Rebbe that this underscores the importance of this gathering which takes place in these days and in this month. And therefore from this we have a great deal to learn from this mitzvah in this month. From the mitzvah in itself, for the day itself, and from this mitzvah we also learn and take along a lesson with ourselves for all the other days of the year and all the other months of the year. Both for ourselves and also for Klal Yisrael. That in addition to all the mitzvahs, the regular mitzvahs that we have to do, we have to always try to see if we couldn't add an additional mitzvah. Malim B'Kodesh, we should always try to elevate ourselves in holiness. Maybe we could make use of the time that we have, and in addition to see to it that we should add another mitzvah, and as we've just said, that your gaita matzosa, that if you work at it, will certainly be successful, and will surely find the possibility to be able to add to the regular mitzvahs at least one more mitzvah. So this is one of the main teachings of the month, that each day, each one beginning from the child should try to be your gaita. We should put into effort. Maybe we could do better than we did yesterday. Maybe we could add another mitzvah, just as we add the mitzvah of the Omer. And if we will attempt and if we will work at it, we will surely be successful. So says the Rebbe, it's very simple. For instance, learning Torah. In addition to that which we learn in our classrooms, says the Rebbe, you can learn an additional posik of Chumash or an additional part in Torah. The same thing is, it says, in making brachis. In addition to all the other brachis, you can make additional brachis. We always have the possibility to take from our free time and to learn more Torah, more Mishnah, Yud-Beis Psukim, or any other part in Torah. And the same thing is in the mitzvah of tzedakah, of charity. We can add another penny to the charity that we give. In the mitzvah of Ahavas Yisrael, we can see to it to do another favor for another one of us. And then says the Rebbe, when we find success in what we undertake and we do, this gives us the possibility to fulfill the Rabbeinu Shalom's will a lot easier and a lot more in Torah and mitzvahs. So the next day, when the next day comes around, after we already did today, more in Torah, more in brachis, and more in tzedakah, tomorrow it becomes an easier job to trick and to really knock the Yetzer out of the box, to take care of him. Why does the Yetzer come and say? He says, listen, you learned enough already. So why do you got to learn so much? You learned enough, or you did enough mitzvahs today. But if you have the strength from the mitzvah, the added mitzvahs that you did yesterday, when the Yetzer comes and tries to tell you this kind of a thing, you push him away, you get rid of him, 1, 2, 3. So this is what the month of Iyar comes and tells us, that if it's on a Shabbos or on a weekday, and we do what we have to do in the fulfillment and the addition of the mitzvahs. So we have the promise from the Rabbeinu Shalom that we will succeed. If we want to go just in the proper way, we're going to be successful. And we will be zeichet. And especially says Rebbe that we will zeichet to be in the Tzivos Hashem, in the army of Hashem Yisborach. So says the Rebbe, you know that every soldier in the army, every soldier in the army wants to make a good impression on his commander-in-chief. And in this case, of course, it's the Rabbeinu Shalom. How do you do this? When you add to the mitzvahs, and when you add to Torah, and when you add to bruchas, so the Rabbeinu Shalom, the commander-in-chief, gets to like you better. And because that, the Rabbeinu Shalom gives you more bruchas. As we see, just like in the month of Iyar, every day there is an added bracha for the Omer. So the Rabbeinu Shalom also, and because we're adding a bracha in the month of Iyar on every day, the Rabbeinu Shalom adds brachas because it's a tit for tat. What you do, the Rabbeinu Shalom does just the same thing back to you. And this way you get brachas for yourself, you get more brachas for your parents who have taught you and have trained you and have guided you. You get more brachas for your rebbes, for your teachers, for your counselors who have guided you and have brought you up in the proper way. And through the fact that you add the brachas to your family and to your rebbes and your teachers, from this will also come brachas to Klal Yisrael. Klal Yisrael that was zeichet to have Tzivos Hashem, to have such an army of God, of boys and girls who are even yet before Bar and Bat's mitzvah, they are already adding so many wonderful things in their own conduct, in their fulfilling their duty as soldiers of Hashem Yisborach. And they're doing it with joy, they're doing it with Kinderlach. They're doing it with gladness of heart, and they're doing it with a determination, with strength. So from this alone, when the other kids see you, it has an influence on your friends that they should want to do the same thing. And through this, automatically, the army of Hashem becomes stronger all the time, and the Tzivos Hashem becomes stronger. And this automatically, when you get all this new strength, this makes it easier to learn Torah and to fulfill mitzvahs. What does all this accomplish? This accomplishes that we bring the Geula, the redemption, the freedom of the Golas closer. Through each child that frees himself from the Golas and from the Yetzer Hara. How does he do this? By the fact that he does more Torah mitzvahs and he does listen to his Yetzer Hara. So from this way he automatically frees himself from the Golas in which he finds himself and from the bondage in which he's in. So he frees himself, and then through this he frees himself. He frees Klal Yisrael, that the Behera B'Yameinu through Mashiach Tzidkenu, who will come and take us out of Golas now. Back to the Rebbe. Girls, please.
Im Chedesh Iyar ist da 29 Tage der Ralle der Zusammenkleidung. Kommt sich vor in einem von den Tagen, sicher, dass ich da Loblernen, der Fuhl, was man sich zusammengekriegt, darf in dem Tag von der alle 29 und ich am Loblernen, was hat eine spezielle Wichtigkeit. Und nach Scheiches, mit die, was haben sich gelernt, sind seinen Teilen Mitglieder von Zivis Hashem, weil diese sollen sein noch bessere Chalokim von Zivis Hashem in durchführen, als wir der Kommandier in Schiff, wo der Eberster erwartet von sie, Gieße Keich am durchführen das in einer guten Eifel und denkt sie dann noch mehr und noch mehr. Wenn das Zusammenkleiden ist auch in dem 6. Tag von Iyer und wie im heimlichen Jahr kommt das Echet Eis in den 5. Tag von die Parshas Acher Gdeshi von was man heim gelernt im Chelik von Chamishi bis Shishi und Echet mit dem Chelik im Tilin was verbunden mit dem 6. Tag im Chelik. Und beschas mit Gita Kuk, was darfen Zivis Hashem Arisnehmen und können Arisnehmen erhebt Anweisung von dem Schir in Chumash ist das Militärst allein der Mord in den Judbeis Psukim und Almorin der Haftaler Yacho Komecho und das ist Apostel in dem Schir Chumash von dem 5. Tag von Acher Gdeshi. Wo da ist gleich unterstrochen die spezielle Anweisung, was man nennt der Rechter Fuhr, was ist vorgekommen in dem speziellen Tag in Chedishir, wo sein Schir in Teire ist, Echet der Posek behafter Leacho Komecho, aber so noch mehr. In der Misre wissen die, dass noch ein Klau Gott und Beteiro wie Rabbi Akiva sagt, was viele so immer ist verbunden mit den Talmiden von Rabbi Akiva, was jeder von uns bleiben sich und will gehen in die Wegen von den Talmiden von Rabbi Akiva, was sie so noch gefolgt, Rabbi Akivas Anweisungen, unendlich von seinen Berichtanweisungen, als Klau Gott und Beteiro war Haftaler Yacho Komecho, wo der Vater ist mit sich nehmen konnte, jeder von euch mit seinen Chaveli, oder der Nedelach mit seinen Chavertes und Nechet mit Richtreis, der Behaftaler Yacho Komecho, in Ateirele, durch den Beruf, was mir beweist sie an lebendigen Beispiel, was ja jüdisch Kind und die Frage von Zivis Hashem darf sich fühlen im täglichen Leben mit Gerät früher Echet und mäßig sein werden. Was in du besser die Scheine und die Schwierigkeit, da sie kommen das Eisspielen, bisher selbst wie noch ein Kind verbarer der Basmitze und darf Milchome haben mit seinem Jesse und nicht folgen in lernen Theo mit keinem sein Mitzes, was man muss lernen, nur reicht noch zugeben in der, wie der Mond früher die Opernung von Chedishir im Ganzen, ist auch das kommt der Schir in Tine von 6. Tag in Chedish. Was hebt sich schon, gleich Nonnigs, a Yerida Sevi Yerivoi, und Lachenes Lechamoi, a der Eberste, geht zusammen in der Milchome mit Jese, mit jeder Jüdisch Kind, und mit jeder Jüden, und viel die Milchome mit Jese, wissen dich, a der Eberste, der Kommandier in Schiff, die findet sich mit ihm zusammen, ich in der Milchome mit Jese, ist doch eine sichere Sache, also wird sicher in der Rufmann Erzähler sein, und wird es finden, als was gemacht, der Achlote Stelens, und das wird sein noch, wie mir verwendet in dem Schien von Tilly. Shlosi, Adne Shlosi, das wird sein in der Nähe von Chusha, von Goren Gichi. Wird mit Daphne Leiden und Chome haben mit der Wese, warum der Rebestor Hälfte und Hälfte in der Nähe von Chusha, von Gosh schnell, ist Adne Shlosi, Hälfte an der Rebestor Reis in der Misochen, von der Milchome und lernt Teiro und Mikaio Nitzis noch schneller, wie Frieden beschlossen, wo du dann allen kommt zu noch schneller in der Lebensens Bloches, die Chlau und in der Heimblach, also sein der Chusho, zu sein, gelöst werden von dem Golos, von dem Jese und gelöst werden der ganze jüdische Volk von dem Golos Akloli, also sein der ganze jüdische Volk Schleimus haben, jeder jüdische Kind und jeder jüdische Erwachsene, soll mitnehmen mit sich, die alle Isofes, was man getan und lernen im Teil und mit keinem soll nichts ist. Aber dir und Beruf wird sich Schleimus Ateiro, aber die Teile steht mit der Ganzkeit und überkommt die Gemüse Schleimer, eine vollständige Auslesung von Gottes und überkommt das im Erleben von Chusha, von Achischeno und gefühlt Eichet, der Eres Akedisch und jene gilt der Reis von Gottes, in Eres Akedisch gefühlt mit der Eichet Beschreunisser, Azaf Alpi, was mit der Finsterkeit von Gottes und in Odiger Rachmon und Islam teilen von mir, zu nicht ihnen, nimmt der Ewigster zieht das zu und nimmt das zu in der schrollende Kneifen und in der Witteneifen, bis wann das ganz Ehrliche so steht wie Schlemusse und mit dieser so der Ewigster allein in der schrollenden Weg zu dem ganzen jüdischen Volk, unheimlich von kleinen jüdischen Kindern, wo sie fühlen sich mit der Ewigster will und das kommt als vor in der Nähe von Chusha, Be'ozrossi, Adne Shuossi, am Zert, was der Ewigster allein, nimmt Reis jeder Jiden und alle Jiden, Hälfte, Reisgen von Golos in der Nähe von Chusha, dem Heere, Biamein und Mann.
The Rebbe says that in the month of Iyar there are 29 days. It's a very interesting thing in the Lach. Listen to this. There are 29 days in the month of Iyar. Our rally today comes out in one of these 29 days. So says the Rebbe, there's choice of great lesson to be learned from this, that the gathering took place on one of these days, and there must be an importance and connection to that day. That we were zeicha on this day to get together and as parts of Tzivos Hashem, and to not only that, but to improve on ourselves, that we should become better shares and better parts of Tzivos Hashem, to fulfill God, who is the Commander-in-Chief, His commandments in the study of Torah and the fulfillment of mitzvahs, and the Rabbeinu Shalom wants this to be done in a good way more and more. So says the Rebbe that today is the 6th day of the month of Iyar, and this is also the 5th day of the week, which we learn the 5th Pasha of the Seder of the week, which in the Nachei Kedoshim. She says the Rebbe that today we learn this Pasha of the week, which goes from Hamishi to Shishi, and we also said the Tehillim that's indicated for the 6th day of the week in the Tehillim. So says the Rebbe that this is tied into the 6th day, of course, of the month. And says the Rebbe, now while Shivas Hashem have to see what kind of lesson can we take both from the Chumash, what we learned, and also from the Tehillim. So says the Rebbe, the first thing is that which we just said in the Yud Beis Psukim, V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. This was in the parsha of the week, the fifth parsha. Here is the lesson that we learn from today's day, that we should love our fellow Jew as ourselves, and we should try to do more in this mitzvah, because Rabbi Akiva tells us that this is a cloud godel b'Torah. This is one of the main and cardinal rules of the Torah. And says the Rebbe that this is also tied in. We know that the oimer that we count is tied in with the Talmidim of Rabbi Akiva, and each one of us wants to walk in their footsteps and follow in the ways that the Talmidim of Rabbi Akiva went, and who showed us the way Rabbi Akiva himself, through the fact that he said, "V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha," to love our fellow Jew ourselves, and that this is one of the most important rules in the Torah, by the fact that we respect each other. The boys give respect to their fellow boys, and the girls to their sister girls. And also we should love the fact that we should fulfill the Ahavta in the study of Torah, that through the fact that we become living examples for other Jewish children to be able to follow and to see, especially that we are Tzivos Hashem, and that we conduct ourselves as Tzivos Hashem. So says the Rebbe, you may ask yourself a question: how can we do this? We are children before Bar and Bas Mitzvah. We are, and first of all, we have to fight with the Yetzer Hara, who doesn't want us to learn Torah or fulfill mitzvahs in the first place. We're not only saying that we have to do that, but we have to add it in the study of Torah and mitzvahs. So he says, how can we do it? It seems that we don't have the power to be able to fight the Yetzer Hara. Kinderlach. So says the Rebbe, here comes the Shir of the 6th day of Tilim. What does it say over here? It says, Riva Hashem Riva, that we ask the Rabbeinu Shalom that he should hold battle for us. He should be the one to go to war for us. So what does that mean? That the Rabbeinu Shalom goes along with every child or with every Jew, and he holds the battle with the enemy, with the Yetzer. And when you have the Rabbeinu Shalom on your side, you gotta win. Can't be no other way. And this gives us the strength to be able to fulfill all the good resolutions that we make. And then this brings to that which we said at the end of this Shir of Tehillim. What did we say there? Chusha le'ezchosi Hashem teshuosi. What does this mean, Chusha? That we should hurry up to my help, and God should be my salvation and my help. So what does this mean, says the Rebbe? That we ask the Rabbeinu Shalom that it should come speedily. We shouldn't have a big war with the Yetzer Hara. And if God will help us and God gives us the ways and means, it's going to be chusha in a very quick way, in a very, very speedy way. That Hashem Teshuosi, that the Rabbeinu Shalom, who is going to help us, and he will make it possible for us that we should continue to learn Torah and fulfill mitzvahs more than we did before. So this is going to bring about more brachas than we had before. So when you have more Torah mitzvahs, you have more brachas, then automatically you're going to get the chusha. What does that mean? That we're going to get rid of the Yetzer Hara quicker. And all Klal Yisrael is going to get rid of the Golos altogether. We get rid of the Golos of the Yetzer Hara, and Klal Yisrael will get rid of the Golos in general. That this should bring about girls, that this should bring about the Shlema Sa'am, that children and adults together should be one complete people. And we should take along with us everything that we have added in Torah and mitzvahs. With this will bring about that it should be a Torah Shlema, complete Torah, that we shouldn't Chalil V'chas miss anything in Torah. And this will bring about with the whole Torah that we will take with us, we will have the Geula Shlema, complete Geula, complete redemption. How will all this be? This will be in a way of chusha. It's going to be achishena. It's going to be hurriedly. The Rabbeinu Shalom is not going to waste any more time, but send us Mashiach very quickly. Where are we going to go? We're going to go to the Eretz HaKodesh. From the Godosh, we're going to go to Eretz Yisrael. Where are we going to find a complete Eretz Yisrael? It says the Rebbe, although we never, in the darkness of this Golus, certain parts of Eretz Yisrael were given away to the Goyim, but God is going to take it back. He's going to take it back in a peaceful way and in a good way. That Eretz Yisrael should be the complete Eretz Yisrael. And he's going to give it back to Klal Yisrael, to whom it belongs. It's our land. themselves as Sivus Hashem, the way the Rabbeinu Shalom wants them to conduct themselves. And then from them to Klal Yisrael. This is going to bring about the chusha, that the Geula is going to come very quickly. Nashem Tushuosi, that the Rabbeinu Shalom is going to give us his complete victory over our enemies. And he's going to help each and every Jew to go out of the Gullus. And this is going to be b'mehera b'yameinu mamash. Children, please. Girls, there's too much noise there.
Bei jeder Menschen ist sich jeder Tag in Zugang zu dem, was hat sein Inhalt und seine Ablehnungen und seine lernen Teile mit keinem sein Mitzvahs, ist an der Kirche Zugerätung. Als Lord der Ruhe sollen die Tage, was wir können machen, sein in einem noch besseren Leben, in einem noch mehr jüdischen Leben. Und im Zusammenhang mit Zivis Hashem, Akideia soll sein in die Tage, was wir können, noch ein besserer Teil von Zivis Hashem, nutzt in dem Echet, die Sachen, was gelernt und getan in dem speziellen Tag, aber noch soll sein noch mehr und noch besser und noch mehr gefallen dem Kommandier im Schiff dem Ebersten. Das ist also in jeder Tag, ich doch verstandig, auf wie viel das darf sein, in einem speziellen Tag, weil die jüdische Kinder treiben sich zusammen, gedenkt zu machen gute Beschlüsse in alle Sachen von Ewigkeit, unendlich von Lernen, Teile, mit keinem sein Mitzvahs, auf wie viel mit das jetzt nutzen, mit darf das jetzt nutzen. Aber die Tage, was wir können noch werden, sollen sein noch mehr und noch besser und noch jüdischer. Und mit noch mehr als noch, wie bald als man genommen hat, du von es genutzt sind, die Abwendungen und die Turzen, die meisten Themen von dem Tag, vom 6. Tag in mir. Was eine von den Sachen von Zivis Hashem ist doch, und der Hilfsach von Lernen Teil und Mekayim sein Mitzvahs, wie sie stehen und lernen zu opfern Teil, wo das, was auch gegeben geworden, jeder jüdisch Kind, bei Matten Teil, ist man Matten Teil Seino, 6. Tag in Sion, kommt das Eis, Achedisch, Fahrt, dem Zman Matten Teira Seino, wo demut lernt uns Teira, a 30 Tag, Achedisch, Fahrt, a Jontef, und a ähnliche Sache, darf man sich schön anheben geräten, was in der Jontef soll durchgeführt werden, a noch besser und noch jüdischer, wie bald am was sich schön angehen geräten mit der Chedisch Farbe. Was hoffen da steht speziell, wegen Pesach und Sukkes steht auch das Echet, aber davon darf man ablernen beim Gehe. Sag Chedisch, fahr Shisha Besila, fahr Zman Matten Terasena, wo das Hilfsachon von Shisha Beir, von heiligen Tag auf Ausnutzen und der Fuß der Moos Beschleimus, der Ablehnungen von Shisha Beir, von heiligen Tag und die Tag, was kommen noch gerufen, durch den Zug noch besser, wie bald also kommen noch der Zugrichtung von Shisha Beir, aber ich habe mit kommen, zu Zman Matten Teraseno, sollen damit sagen, der Meister wenn nicht mehr, die Kabel sein auf sich, lernen Teile und die kein sein nichts, was ein ganzes Jahr noch mehr, mit noch mehr Lebendigkeit, und noch mehr Chayus, und Simcha, wir tun den Wort, wie bald am Azachon gehen Gräten zu deren, die Shisha Beier und der alte Tag, das kommen zu Nordruf. Die fragt nach am Isachister Ton, wie mir Fischer bei Zusammenklagen von Zivis Hashem, als ein Zugang dazu, was man zusammen gebannt, die fragt vieles Mincha, was man zusammen geladen Teira, die Beis Psukim und Maimore Chazal, Teirische Bixab und Teirische Balpe, und wir teichen da noch gern als Docha, und damit hat man sich die alle drei Sachen von Teira, Wede und Miras Chassodim, wird so sein, a noch bessere Zugreitung mit neuen Behörden der Nebischen Bloche und als wir sein in der Mochmere, wie mir stellt sich vor, also sein da noch der Mattenteroseno, bis Simcho, bis Ninius und der Achone der Zugreitung dazu a ganz Jahr und befragt unendlich von Shisha Beier, Besimcho Bepninius und das war der Weise, Willendorf, Stern, Chasvesholem, wird nicht massier sein. Der Fall, was man heute aufstochen, wie man das gesagt, und zu Eiser Resufa, Babru Dover, Velejok und Timon und Kei, Ametins gefinnt sich Adne Shuosi, und der Voreba Seviva Lachames Lechamoy. Hilft uns, so auf Milchomo und Menasseer sein. Denn Jeser, dass es die Bauga Simon und Kei, dass sicher sein der Uzo Eizo, und das wird noch mehr zuheilen. Dem Ziel von der Aftoche, was ist verbunden mit Genula Amitis und Schleimer, als wir sein Tzadik in Jegel Schmecho, Jeschle Yeshore Nesponecho, was das ist in den Beis Amigdosh, Adne Keinen und Yodecho, wo dort müssen wir doch Liles Pnei Odem Hawaii, dort und dort die Pnei Hashem, ich frag noch, am Verrenzig doch alles zusammen, durch Wahavto Loriacho Komecho, Kolono Kiecho, hat mir sagt, dem Nebischen Broche, bei uns Pomecho, halt das noch mehr zu, dem Liris Pnei Odem im Beis Amigdosh, Hashlishi, Jedu Lishmecho, Yeshua Yeshore Mespomecho, dem Heira Beameinu Namosh, und der Fahrwerk Meneche verwendet in Zugo, so Messines als Doko, früher Fadruf noch einmal überchasen, und der Simcho mit Anigi, den Posek von Nutze Eizo, und dann noch den Posek von Achsadikin, Jedu Lishmecho, Yeshua Yeshore Mespomecho, und gehen mit Azugo, wie der Mann schrie in der Ablehnung von Heidi Schier, sogar noch mehr in Freisach, der nicht was man sicher gewinnt, und mir gehört zu Zivis Hashem, und mir gehört zu dem ewigsten Volk, zu Am Yisrael, und gehen, wie gesagt, früher, mit Kabo Pnei Mishiach Sitkenu, und mit Kabo sein der Yeshu Yeshore Mespomecho, der nebischen Spone, in dem Beis Hamikdash, in Yerushalayim Nira Kedesh, in Eretz HaKedesh, dem Heila B'Yameinu Mamosh.
Okay, your attention. Says the Rebbe, by each person, each day, in addition to what he learns from the regular Torah mitzvahs that he does, each day is a preparation to the future days that will come after the day, so that the person can be better and could conduct themselves in a more Jewish way and in a more fulfilling way. In connection connection with the Tzivis Hashem, says the Rebbe, that the days that are coming now, these days that will come after today, should be better in everything that we do because of what we have learned and what we have done on this day. And this should automatically give us grace in the eyes of God, who's the Commander-in-Chief, especially in this day when we're all together and we're all gathered together. We're making good resolutions to study more Torah and to fulfill more mitzvahs, so that we should utilize the days that will come after with more success and in a more Jewish way than we have been doing up to now. So says the Rebbe, since we use this day and utilize the 6th day of Iyar, that we should use this day for a day in preparation to the future days. So says the Rebbe, automatically the days that will come will be much better. So he says that one of the main things that we have Tzivos Hashem learn, and that is that the preparation to Torah in the study of Torah and fulfillment of mitzvahs is in the preparation to Matan Torah, where the children played such an important role. It says the Rebbe, today is exactly 1 month before the Yontiv of Shavuos, which is the 6th day in the month of Sivan. It's exactly 30 days before the holiday on which we celebrate Matan Torah. So as we know in Halacha, it says that you have to prepare for a Yontiv 30 days in advance. And we know that these 30 days are days in which we are taught how to conduct ourselves. We should do everything more properly and prepare ourselves, as although the Rebbe says this comes out only, we learn these dinim by Pesach and Sukkot to prepare ourselves, but still the same thing is also with regard to the 6th day of Sivan. And the 6th day of the month of Iyar should be utilized fully for the teaching of the 6th day of Iyar and the days that come after that, so that we come to the day of Matan Torah Seinu, the day when we receive the Torah, we should be able to say that Naaseh v'nishma, we will do and we will listen with more life and more pep and more joy and more happiness. And since that it all started on this day, on the 6th day of the Iyar, and all the days that are following, especially as we do by all the rallies. So now, after we have davened Mincha and we have study Torah together, we heard the Yud Beis Psukim and the Mamor Chazal, which included the written Torah and the oral Torah. And we said now we're going to receive money for tzedakah, which are the 3 pillars of Torah and Avodah and Gemilas Chasodim, upon which the world stands. So this will be a better preparation for God's bracha, and a better preparation for the days of Shavuos, the days of Matan Torah, when it will be that we will receive the Torah with a joy and with an inner sincerity and feeling. So, and this will also help us to prepare for the entire year, which begins on the 6th day of Iyar, that the whole year we should accept and fulfill Torah with more joy and with more inner feeling and with more sincerity, so that we should be able to knock away the Yetzer who tries to hurt us, and so that he won't have any success whatsoever. Why is this? Because we say Utzu Eitzer B'Sufa, and they may plan, the Eitzer can plan all he wants, but it's not going to help him. And we have to know that Hashem Tishuosi, Almighty God, will fight our battle, and He is the one that's going to be on our side, and He's going to knock the Eitzer Hara out of the way. Because because God is with us, then therefore nothing is going to help that He can try to hurt us. Not only that, but it's also going to speed up the promise that we're going to have a Gula Shlema, the complete redemption. Girls, where are the Madrichas? What happened to all the Madrichas? You went home? That will speed up the promise that the Rabbeinu Shalom gave us for the Gula Shlema. And will also be the Tzadikim Yedu Lishmecha Yesh V'Yisharim Es Panecha. That the Tzadikim will sing the praises to Almighty God. And they will sit and see the face of Hashem Yisbarach and the third base HaMikdash, which the Rabbeinu Shalom has prepared for us. And we will be able to see the Rabbeinu Shalom's, the face of the Rabbeinu Shalom, especially when we have the unity of all of us together, where we are all together. We are all together. That's why we will be zeichet to see the light of Hashem Yisbarach countenance, and the Rabbeinu Shalom will help that this will come very speedily, that we will be zeichet to see the third base HaMikdash, and it will be that Yesh V'Yisharim Es Panecha B'Mehera B'Yameinu Mamish, that actually very, very speedily in our days we will be in Eretz Yisrael with the third base HaMikdash and see the Nigla Chavod Hashem, the covenant of the Rabbeinu Shalom. So says the Rebbe that we're going to give, the Rebbe is going to give us money for tzedakah, and before that we're going to sing once again Utzu Eitza and Ach Tzadikim, that we will go with additional simcha that we take with ourselves from the month of Eir. Thank God that we will zecher to be part of Tzivus Hashem and to be part of the Am Yisrael, and all together we should go L'kabel Pnei Moshiach Tzidkenu, and it should be Yesh V'Yisharim Es Panecha with the third base HaMikdash in Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh, in Eretz HaKodesh, in Eretz Yisrael, B'Mehera B'Yameinu Mamish. Utzu Eitza. Please be seated. The Rebbe just sent over a message which I want to announce. Everybody be seated and listen attentively. Move this table out of the way. I have a message from the Rebbe. Girls, boys, everybody off the table, Kinderlach. Kinderlach off the table. Too much noise. Shh. Girls, you're making too much noise today. Boys, Kinderlach. Shh. Hold up on that. Shh. We cannot keep the Rebbe here longer than necessary, please. Madrichim and Madrichas, please quiet the children. Shh. The first thing I want to announce that the Rebbe will now give the Rebbe will now give dimes. There will be 2 dimes to each person. 1 dime is for tzedakah. The second dime is for keeps for yourself to use as you wish. A very important announcement. Only the madrichim and only the madrichas should come up to get the dimes. Now, as is customary for me, at the end of the rally, when the Rebbe finishes, we take the opportunity, united and tied in with all the Tzivus Hashem throughout the world, to extend to the Rebbe a broche, and that the Rebbeinu Shalom should help that the Rebbe soll sein gesund und stark, and very, very quickly and very, very speedily, he should take us out of Golos and bring us all together with Mashiach Tzidkeinu La'artzeinu HaKadosha b'mehera b'yomeinu mamish. The Madrichim first, then the Madrichos. Levi. Everybody sing this. where the rebbe's going over. Seated. Will everybody please get into your seats? Up here. Lady. Okay, your refreshments now, and then the show. Your refreshments and then the show. Get off there. Get off. Get off the head. Everybody on your seats for the movie. On your seats for the movie. Seats, everybody, please get on your seats. Rabbi Bogomilsky, where are you? Everybody, please, get on your seats. Get on your seats. You have a big surprise. There's a big surprise coming up. A big surprise. Hold it. We got a big surprise coming up. Get on your seats quickly. I got a surprise. Here's Rabbi Bogomilsky. Okay, we have a big surprise for everybody. Get on your seats. Until I get quiet, you don't tell you what it is.
Until we get quiet, let him sit.
Sit down, everybody. Get on your seats.
So it's time to give out the prize.
So they should think it's starting already.
I thought the prize is done before the movie.
Okay, now for the prizes. 60 prizes. Sit down quickly. 78 prizes. 78 prizes. Sit down, everybody. 78 prizes. Okay, the first winner. The first winner. Okay, if I call your name and you don't hear your name, you lose your prize. If I call your name and you don't hear it, you lost your prize. Don't forget, that's the rule of the game. Okay, the first prize goes to...
I'm going to do it like this.
Okay, here we go. The first, give me that. The first prize. The first prize goes to... Shh. If you make noise, you lose your prize. Shh. Put out some more lights.
I'm going to leave. I'll give you this.
I don't want to talk. Okay, I'll find someone else to talk.
Rabbi Lustig will now call the prize winners to come up and get their prizes. Okay, anybody who is noisy or does not hear his name automatically loses the prize. Rabbi Engel, are you here? Come up here. Since you were the matzah ball, let's get you on here. Rabbi Engel, let's go. Shh. Hold it, fellas. Hold it, everybody.
You can't see the movie where you're going to sit. Oh, yeah, you know you're sitting.
I took seats from here, don't worry.
You make yourself crazy. You're going to do like this. We're going to announce grade by grade.
Yeah.
Announce base 5th is 8th grade. Don't until the third is 8th grade.
Yeah.
When your name is called, you come.
Are you listening?
It's loud.
Shh. Somebody is making noise over here. Your attention, please. Whoop. I'm going to call Eddie on you. Did you change your shoes lately? Remember, only by the
base Rivka, the first 8th grade, these girls, then come up here.
Which prizes will get them?
Page 50, 70, these
Rivka,
here's the key.
we're going to announce the names of the ones that win this great matzo ball contest. But you all have to be seated. There's still one boy standing. I wish it was one boy. Everyone please sit down and you will see better. My stomach is big enough for everybody to see, even if you sit down. The first we're going to call the 8th grade of the base Rivka. And the winner of the matzo ball contest in the 8th grade in base Rivka is Rivka Mermelstein, Chana Lipska, Chana Goldberg, Chana Katzman, and Chana Itta Shway. Come right away. Please bring up your... Come up in front and you'll be able to get your prizes. Just from over here. We have to make it real quick, so please.
Make room for the